Now we come to one of the most amazing statements that Jesus ever made. In fact, this is an invitation so rich that will transform our lives. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Now, just think about it for just 1 second. See God? Blessed are those who are pure in heart. Jesus was speaking on that Sermon on the Mount, and hundreds of people were listening to him. I wonder, really wonder, when he said those words, maybe the impact of those words really touched the multitudes. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God.
Matthew chapter 5, verses 1 to 12. Now when he saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. Amen.
Blessed are the pure in heart, because they shall see God. What Jesus said here, it is so revolutionary. Just imagine the multitudes listening to Jesus saying these words, Blessed are the pure in heart, because they shall see God. Remember, blessed is the word happy. In other words, Jesus was saying, you're going to be so happy when you see God, those of you who are pure. But that's the problem. Who are the pure ones? Really? No one is pure. And yet we are called to holiness. The Bible speaks to us about be holy because I am holy. Or be perfect because I am perfect. Now that is so unfair. Jesus, it seems that he's demanding from us something that we don't have. No one can be holy. No one can see God unless they've been purified. So, in many ways, what is Jesus saying to us here? What is Jesus saying to the crowds? He's saying, happy are those who are holy because they shall see God, knowing that no one can see him. But I think what Jesus really saying here is something totally different. He's not saying or pointing out to the things that we do. It is not what we do that make us holy, but who we are. The Bible speaks that those of us, those of you, maybe you, those who have put faith in Christ, you are being made holy. And this is the meaning of righteousness, the righteousness of God by faith in him. So now you know that the Beatitudes are all interconnected. You need to come to faith. I have to come to faith. But it's not a doing thing. It's already been granted to us. This is the most amazing transaction ever made. We are holy, and therefore we can see God through Christ, through what he did, through the death and resurrection of Jesus.
Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1 to 7. The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives, and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favour and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn and provide for those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. They will be called oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of His splendour. They will rebuild the ancient ruins and restore the places long devastated. They will renew the ruined cities that have been devastated for generations. Aliens will shepherd your flocks, foreigners will work your fields and vineyards, and you will be called priests of the Lord. You will be named ministers of our God. You will feed on the wealth of nations, and in their riches you will boast. Instead of their shame, my people will receive a double portion. And instead of disgrace, they will rejoice in their inheritance. And so they will inherit a double portion in their land, and everlasting joy will be theirs. Amen.